And with that, hello everybody, it's your boy G-Wa. Behind me doing some bird watering, or I guess in this case, bee watering, is Kim. Oh, the bee's all after me. So it's been a bit, do a garden vlog, tell you what's going on. This is the Kerry mango. So as you can see, pretty much finished its flowering, which is super nice. So I'm really excited about that. Got it planted right here amongst the Tahitian, Pomelo, the Valentine, Hamlin Orange, Fukumoto. I ended up actually, I staked this guy up and ran a cord. It was close to the emitter, but I wanted to get it closer because, I really wanted to keep the main root ball wet because it's just hot. It got really hot really fast, and the things weren't able to really establish. Bees are freaking out. Things weren't really able to establish, so I wanted to do that. That's why these guys took a little bit of a hit. Now, if I go this way, we gotta get a good shot. Look at the jungle. There's a Palo Verde right there with all the yellow, not orange. And then there's Kim just like right down there. But look at all that. Look at that. Just the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. So, we had in Arizona, we had this surprise heat up happen really fast. And unfortunately, that caused some problems. Number one, some stuff that had new blooms or new growth kind of didn't happen the way I wanted it to. That's why everything looks like it got kind of this thing started sprouting out and then it just stopped. Because we end up getting to the hundreds, which is crazy. So I moved all any fruit set on this because there was some. I removed it. I'm doing the same here with this guy. Let's see what else. It also, I think, messed up with how well things were getting pollinated. So, not pollinated, I'm sorry, fruiting. So this citrus was blooming at that time. So it put on a bunch of growth, had a bunch of blooms. But if you look, I don't see any fruit. I might actually end up skipping a harvest on my Kishu, which this thing was loaded with blooms, but at the key fruit set, just savage heat. Let me see if I get closer here. Guys, I'm not seeing any fruit like at all. So the Kishu might have completely lost its fruit set, which is unfortunate. Is what it is. It happens. What is cool is the Rio didn't have a problem. So this is the Rio red grapefruit. The Calamandan didn't have a problem. But these are hardier varieties, obviously. Let's see. Look at this as an assassin bug. Oh, is it gonna zoom? Is it gonna focus? Is it a focus? Oh, if I touch it, will it focus? Well, I have it on ultra wide, so it might not focus. The assassin bug. We did get some fruit set on this guy. It looks like a little bit. I was worried this guy was gonna have the same problem as the Kishu. Now if I go over to the Palestine sweet lime, we clearly got fruit set here, so that's awesome. This is moringa. I'm gonna chop down. I'm thinking of putting a dwarf Esai mulberry that just came in the mail today in this spot. It's just a small, pretty much just treated as a fruit bush. Because I have this nice middle space. I already have the waters here. Maybe run something. It'd be pretty sweet. Now you might notice these things. I was at what's it called? Aldi's. And I essentially got a bunch of these flower bulbs. And I just planted them everywhere. Not sure what was going to stick. Just everywhere closer to a water source, I did it. This right here is the cocktail grapefruit. I don't know if we have any fruit set on this guy. You know what? Oh, shoot. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. One. I see one. That's all it takes for me to be happy. This guy is growing like crazy. I got to get in there. There's a weed in there. See that? There's a weed mixed in there. This guy was blooming like crazy, but I don't think it set any fruit because, well, the red Suriname cherry, and it doesn't really set fruit, unfortunately, as well. It has, but like, it's really temperamental. Oh! You see that? So there's a little fruit set in here. Nice. It's a little bit more temperamental. Oh gosh, what is this? I think I put it. Oh, here it is. You see this? See this weird thing? Not these weeds. Those are some bulbs too. I put these two here so I can make sure I know what it is before I chop it with the weed eater. This is my Oro Blanco. I have to keep this here so that way the dogs don't just trample it because it's so small. Now, if we go back here, my grapefruit, my ruby red grapefruit, it's struggling a little bit. I don't know if it was a heat stress or what. I'm going to hit it with some nutrients. It's cycling out its old leaves, but it's not looking the way I want it to, so I'm going to hit it with some more nutrients. I also ran the water on this to fix some issues. Hey, Kim, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Be a little bit closer. You want to take my glasses from me real quick? I'm getting sweaty. While I'm transitioning, I'll let you guys look at this. It's such a weird shot. Mexican elderberry, which is awesome. And it seems like some of the bloom clusters don't hold any fruit, and then the other ones do. So, really awesome. We are getting some fruit set. This thing is, honestly, look at the size of this trunk. That was such a strange angle to give you guys. And then obviously Shangri-La, super beautiful. Kim was not happy with the way I cut this because everything is hidden underneath the canopy. Looks like a bird was hitting that one up. What about this? Is this one good? Not yet. Let's see. Everything's hidden, but you gotta be careful so you don't knock the berries out. Kim was not a fan, of everything being hidden. Not bad. Also, peaches, they're doing really good. I probably could have thinned it a little bit better, but I was a little greedy. I'm probably going to pay for that later. But I tried to thin as much as I can within reason. I mean, this is a thick trunked peach. Should be able to hold some stuff. This is a canna lily. And then this is a bigger one. Same time planting. But I think that one got a better water source. Am I getting bit? No, I'm okay. I'm safe. So, hold on, what else I want to show you? Silverberry put on fruit, obviously. The fruit was mainly for the birds, but it is nice. It's not a bad fruit. It's not like great. I wouldn't plant this just for the fruit. It was more for the shared benefit with the birds. New Zealand lemonade. I'm letting it have fruit. Ugh, Lime Quat is trying to hold on to fruit. I don't know if I like that, to be honest. I might remove that. The Lime Quat, the Fukushu, and the Miwa for sure. I want to produce more. Oh yeah, guess what? The Golden Nugget, the one I was freaked out about, it bloomed up pretty good. It's got some good leaves. Obviously, they're more lime because of that heat. Because you got to remember, this thing's getting full sun. It's getting blasted. These duller leaves have probably like cal and clay on it and stuff, but it's getting blasted. So when citrus get blasted, their leaves get lighter. And then my mango guy. Oh, and this is a Midnight Valencia. Newly planted mango. The triple time or triple set mango. This guy, I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little bud there. That staining you see on my fingers is from the mulberries. So this guy, and then he's got a little baby growth, which is awesome. And then I removed all the fruit on this guy, so he's got a good little new growth, which is awesome. And then this is a dwarf everbearing. Vetiver grass I'm trying to kill because I'm abusive to this vetiver grass. I can't help it. I got black tarp, so I'm going to tarp these guys off. Apples of all different stages, just pollinated. And like, what is this? You see the size difference? That's weird. I took an apple off here thinking it was bad because it was like turning a straight, almost like a brown sheen to it. It was just like slightly sunburned. I took it off, took some bites. It was sweet, but it was mealy because these apples get mealy. I was like, okay, so the apples aren't having a problem. They're ripening really weird. Here's a Tropic Sweet. Now, typically with apples, I prune to just one nub. So essentially, I prune off 80% because a flower cluster has 5. I prune off the other 4 and I keep the strongest one. It's how you're able to get big apples, especially Arizona. I'm talking like huge softball size apples. Now here's the thing. I do that because I use these apples, I chop them up, freeze them, and I use them for pies. But this one I'm going to be fresh eating, so I don't really need big giant apples. So I'm going to do, and there's this tree, well, not a small trunk, is obviously younger. So I'm going to let this tree have 2, because this will be the second time this tree is really fruited. I got to thin this. Look at that. Too many. I'm going to let it have 2 per flower cluster. All right. And then I just drop the thinned apples. You can kind of see the brown spots. And then if I go over here, tons and tons of blooms on my pomegranate. The guy, I got to clean this out, but the olive I tried to kill just came back. I even did a deep cut around the bottom of it, but it just healed and scarred over. It just healed itself. And then obviously the pineapple guavas are in bloom. Super sweet. I'm hoping my figgy wiggies give me some good figgies. They look kind of small, looking strange and alien-like. This is my Yori Zane almond. There are almonds on this tree. There are almonds on this tree. Not as much as I would like. But look at this guy. Oh, yeah. So I think these are male. These might be male or female. I forget which one's which. But look at that cluster. I'm going to have to specifically stitch up every single branch because I'm not going to thin this. Strawberry guava in bloom, overtaken, grown out. I got it. Like I said, I'm gonna clean the bed. Oh wow, my freaking I think this is the rootstock, to be honest, but it's supposed to be a Kahala longan. Look at it, it's blooming. Ain't that beautiful? Okay, so this is also pomegranate here, and then this is the figgy. So what was cool, what I noticed is, now look how dark this is. It's so dark in there. It's with the sun where it's at right now, I can't even see where the ripe berries are. But our dogs, every chance they get, they're down here scrumping for berries. They love the berries that fall down. The birds come in, they knock them down, and then the dogs clean up the mess. But look at this. Loquats. This Sherry put on, I think about 30 loquats, which is awesome. The birds took one, so I took it off. But that's pretty sweet. And this one looks like it might be ready. No, it's not coming off as easy as I want. But I almost kind of want to take it off because the birds are getting these things anyway. But Kim abandoned me. She was supposed to taste it. She was supposed to. She left. The other loquat, which is Mystique, because I don't know what type of variety it is. It's a seedling, so I don't know what it's going to be. You know, my Tarocco blood orange, they say that the Arizona nursery that has them, I was talking to Reed from RSI Growers, and he says, so there's a certain rootstock they'll put on citrus that make the citrus grow really big, really fast. But so it focuses more on growth than it does fruiting. So this guy is just like, I got to just manage him because he's on that rootstock. I forget which one it is. If I go back in time, I probably would have gotten a Tarocco blood orange from Reed from RSI Growers because that thing focuses more on fruit set. But it is what it is. All my citruses, these guys still have fruit. The grass got out into control in these beds. This bed's good. It's freaking grass, right? It's honestly demonic. It's pure evil. This is my Shiranui, also known as Sumo Citrus. I got to go through here and take off all the fruit. I leave the flowers on because I want the bees to, love the pollination. This is a Tropic Pink Guava, and it looks like it's coming back lickety split. I love it. Oh, well, you can see this cluster. So look at this, dude. It's just like a nice little cove. I am going to do a summer prune of all this, but it's very pretty. It's very lush, and you might not notice it, but right in here, you have a very beautiful, and I'm not paying any attention to it, starfruit. Look at this. Very beautiful starfruit. Seems to be very happy in this little spot because there's good humidity, there's heat protection. It's honestly perfect. And then look. This freaking Mexican sunflower, or Mexican elderberry is just going all the way up. It's essentially a horizontal branch right there. It's absolutely crazy. This is that Italian blood orange, the one that has like no acid. So that's interesting. Another Yorizane almond. Another Shiranui. If we go over here, let me get a different angle. Everything's looking lush and green. Like, honestly, it's phenomenal. Look at these. Just beautiful. And of course, more fruit set, but I think some of my citrus are going to take a beating fruit production wise next year, unfortunately. Oh, okay. I still got kumquats I got to harvest. Yeah, looks like they're gonna bud out again too, which is nice. The Indian green jujube is trying to come back for like crazy. If it was producing fruit on these flowers, on these new growth, which they can do, by the way, I would be more tempted to let this go in fruit and just eat the fruit, but I'm going to chop it down probably this Sunday. And then this little makeshift protection for this guy who might be dead. I hope he's not. We got really freaking hot, and then I put the shade cover on it, and it was just, I think it was too much. I think the heat, new planting heat, was just too much. If I had put the shade covering at the gate, this is my Mysore raspberry, he would have survived. Cool fact is that I can order these on Amazon real cheap, I found out, so I'm happy about that. But it still sucks. And of course, someone's been pecking on my on my citrus. Look at that. Honestly, it's abuse. I'm obviously not gonna eat all of it because I didn't rinse it off. But I just want to taste it, see what it tastes like. That's where I put my peels at. And then we have my baby girl Gold Kissed. I don't know if she has any fruit on her. She did bloom, but like I said, stone fruit's weird because we didn't get really any chill hours whatsoever. It was really low chill all year. So it doesn't look like my Gold Kiss really did anything this year, which is fine. That's why you want to mix of subtropicals and stone fruit so you can get something. However, my other girl, the Flavor Delight Apium, even with like no chill hours, she don't miss. Now, not as much as she's usually loaded. I usually have to thin this tree. In fact, every year I've had her, I've had to thin it. Unfortunately, this is a year I don't. But yeah, so if I back up, oh, you see another little plant did. Like I said, you probably thought, hey, you shouldn't have kept track of what these are. And there's another one right there. You just put in a bunch of bulbs randomly to see what would stick. And the only ones I know the names of for sure are the canna lilies. I got like a yellow one, and I think it was like an orange one. So pretty sweet. But yeah, we moved the water over here too. From over there, we moved it over here so it can get some sun protection from the elderberry. So the water's not hot for the birds. But yeah, all in all, everything's looking super green, super lush. There are some plants I want to hit a little bit with some more nutrients, so I got to do a foliar feed. I am doing a soil drench tomorrow, so that's going to be nice with some nutrients. So some fish and kelp emulsion, some Nutrient Plus from Arizona Worm Farm, so it's going to be pretty sweet. Agricultural molasses, you know the works. I also got this dried agricultural molasses that it's like, I think they put it on a substrate, so I'll have to like strain it out, but I'll be able to make more molasses for cheaper. So that's pretty sweet. I just got to figure out the ratio, so I'll experiment with that tomorrow. But if it works out the way I think it does, I'm excited. So yeah, all in all, I mean, look how tall that is. All in all, not too shabby. I got to summer prune these guys pretty good. I'm going to summer prune these guys. Like any tree that's tall right now, I'm going to summer prune these guys. Summer prune, or I guess fall prune this guy, because see how it's like branching out from the bottom. I'm gonna top cut it, so I'm gonna bring it all the way down. I like all these low branches. Now that I know actually what this fruit set is, these taller big branches, I know where the fruit's at now. I'm gonna try to take this tree down. I'm gonna try to take them down as much as possible, keep it as short as possible. I think that's just the smartest move, so I can just really be this little bush. Yeah, look at this. This is beautiful. All right, I've been yapping long enough. I appreciate you guys. Sorry for not doing as much as I should be, but I'm getting back on it. Oh, I guess I can show you this. This is what I meant. So this right here, I don't know if you can see it, where it has like a bulb, that's pollinated. This is the flower. This is pre-pollination, right? And then if you look here, here's a flower that didn't really pollinate. So I think some of these are like more male. So I can tell what's going to set fruit and what's not. So this is going to set barely any fruit, but then this is going to set a crap ton. So it's going to be pretty sweet. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good, this video is going to come out on Easter, so you guys have a happy Easter, okay? It's your boy, this is your boy, I was going to say Precise JWA. I just go by JWA now. It's shorter. It's JWA. See you next time.